Hello and welcome to the Maid Summit. I'm so excited to be here presenting to you again this year. And of course, if this is your first ever Maid Summit, a huge welcome. You are in for an absolute treat with all of the amazing speakers lined up to speak to you this year. So my particular presentation, of course, it is on the 8-step system you can steal and implement into your business to save yourself 10 or more hours per week. And I'm guessing if you're here joining me today, you have decided to join me for this particular topic. You are probably a very busy cleaning business owner. And for that reason, I've done my best to keep the presentation short, sweet, and actionable. But before we get started, I did just want to introduce myself for anyone I haven't met or connected with before. I'm Amy, and I am the founder of cleanideashq.com. Okay, so I'm a business operations consultant, an online business manager, and the founder of the Systems Project. I also wanted to mention I am a busy mum of 2 young children, and the reason I mention that is because as we go through this and as you see the tips I'm sharing, I just want you to keep in the back of your mind that I do understand how busy life can get, right? I do understand how hard it can be to juggle business and life, and I'm here today to just give you some tips to save time and to make that juggle a little bit easier. Okay, I really hope that the tips I give you can save you a huge amount of time each week. But if anything, I just hope you walk away knowing that there is a better way, that you don't have to struggle on working around the clock, being glued to your phone, being glued to your laptop. There is another way to run a cleaning business, and there's a way to do it where it doesn't actually have to take over your personal life and distract from all the things that are way more important in life for you. Okay, so whatever that is, for me, it's my children. I want to spend as much time as possible with them. That's my motivation for wanting to run my business that way. For you, it'll be different, but just know that it is possible, okay? So I also wanted to let you know that you are more than welcome to reach out and connect after the summit. In previous years, I've had lots of people wanting to connect, which is amazing. I thought that I would make it really easy for you this year, and I've actually created a unique help desk link. So for anyone who wants to reach out, that link will be in the resource guide that I've included as a freebie at the end of this presentation. So you'll actually be able to just click on that link, okay, and it's going to take you directly to a help desk, which will look like this. Okay, and you can just pop in a ticket, I'll receive it, and that way I can make sure I get back to everyone, okay? So I really do want to hear from you. I want to connect with people after this talk. And if any of this, if it's anything you can relate to, anything helps you, or you just need more advice, please do reach out. I really want to hear from you. Okay, and then I've just popped in here too the link to my Facebook group. So if you do want to connect with other cleaning business owners who are on a similar journey to you, make sure you pop on over and join us. I do pop in there as much as possible. We've got some freebies floating around, but most importantly, it's just a network that you can bounce off to get support from other people who are there going through the same thing, right? Okay, so I know there were a lot of talks to choose from this year, and so given you're so busy, I want to make sure this talk is for you before you spend half an hour of your time sitting here listening to me, right? So this talk is for you if you feel like you are the only superhero or the number one superhero in your business, right? You always need to swoop in and save the day. If that's you, this talk is for you. This talk's for you if you are currently reacting to everything. Rather than feeling like you have the time to be proactive in your business, you wake up, you open up your computer, and it's react to whatever the day throws at you. If that's you, you're in the right place. You are in the right place if you feel scattered, if you feel like you're dropping the ball, things are slipping through the cracks, and you're just jumping to each different thing without much focus or direction. This is the right talk for you. It's for you if you're ready to take your cleaning business from hot mess to streamlined, but you don't have enough time to think about a better way. okay? It's for you if you've already tried to implement systems, tried to have SOPs, tried to outsource to a virtual assistant, but it just didn't stick. There potentially was just a little missing piece, and I'm going to give you all the pieces you need to make this work. And it's for you if you feel like you know there's a better way, but you're a bit worried you need to have something special in order for it to work for you. I'm here to guarantee you that's not the case. It's actually pretty simple, and you just need to be ready to make the change. Okay, so if you stick with me, what you're going to learn today is the 8-step system you can implement to get out of your business and have it running like clockwork even when you're not there. You're going to learn how to create a central hub for your cleaning business, which is really, really important if you want it to be able to run without you stuck in the day-to-day, and also if you want to save time. And I'm going to show you how to simplify your business, finally get organized, and outsource easily so that you can work less and just enjoy life, right? Sound good? If that sounds good, this is the talk for you. And here are all the ways you're going to save time. You'll get your business how-to manual out of your head so your business can run smoothly even when you're not there to answer all the questions, even when you're not there to be the superhero. We're going to create a manual that becomes the superhero instead of you. You'll have a central hub for everything, so there's less clicking around trying to find all the different documents, links, brand colors, all the stuff you get asked about. It's in one central hub. You'll template everything so that repeat things can happen on autopilot without you having to reinvent the wheel constantly, and this will allow you to outsource easily, saving you even more time. So like I said, I've spent years perfecting this 8-step system that can take any business from chaos to calm, and I'm super excited to share an overview of that system with you today. And like I said, this is actionable. You can take this away today and you can start to make a difference in your cleaning business and your life. So where do we start? All right. We start with mindset. Step 1 is mindset, and I'm not going to go into this a lot today because like I said, I want it to be really actionable, but you do need to have the right mindset in order for this to work for you. You need to be prepared to slow down and put the work in now in order to speed up later, okay? It feels like the hard way, but in fact, running your business without any level of organization, systems, SOPs, that's the hard way. Okay, you basically have the option to spend the time now and then spend much less time forever into the future, or spend more time forever into the future until a point when you burn out or something happens and you're forced to pause anyway. Okay, so when people ask me when's the right time to do this, the time is now. Step 2 is to write out your client journey. So I actually did a full presentation on client journey at the Maid Summit last year. So if you want more information on this, make sure you pop back and find that presentation. It's available on YouTube. But it is really, really important that you understand your client journey. And the reason for that is because if your client journey can't happen without involvement from you, I can guarantee you're stuck in the day-to-day of your business. So people often think it's all about hiring a virtual assistant or having a specific tech tool, right? And all these things help, but you can have all those things and still be stuck in the day-to-day. And that's because your client journey can't run without you. So as you can see here, there's a common myth that you need all these systems, you need fancy tech, all this stuff going on in order to step out of the day-to-day, and it's not actually true. Honestly, in order for you to start to really feel the pressure start to lift, you probably need to extract 10 to 15 core systems out of your head, get them into a central place, and have them available for someone else to help you with, and you are well on your way to stepping out. Okay, so like I said, the tech, the automation, hiring a virtual assistant, that all helps, but it's not the thing that actually allows you to step out completely. If your client journey can't run without you, you will still be stuck in your business. And when I'm talking about client journey, I'm just talking about all the steps that need to happen right through from when you first generate a lead all the way through to when that client eventually offboards or becomes a recurring client. Okay, so you're generating the lead, they engage, they inquire, they convert, they pay you, they onboarded, and then that service is delivered. It's as simple as that. And like I said, I did the whole presentation on that, but you really, really need to have a good grasp on what makes that up, and that's your focus. Okay, so make sure you understand how your client is getting along that journey with your business, and that's key. A lot of people want something that'll just like plug and play and fix the problem, but your business is unique. And if you don't capture the way you're actually already doing things, it's not going to help you. Okay, so this step is really, really important. Now, once you've identified that client journey, then, and I love this step, and so do clients, right? Because you're just getting this out of your head. You need to brain dump everything you are doing. And this can be shocking. Normally, somewhere between 80 and 100 things make it onto this list. And if that doesn't make you realize why it is impossible for you to do this all by yourself and have it all up in your head, nothing will, right? So just get it all out. Again, don't worry about the tech or making it fancy. This is a list that I have available to students in ClickUp, right? But it doesn't have to be in ClickUp. It can be in a Google Sheet. It can be on a piece of paper. It can be a Word doc, whatever works for you. But just sit down at your computer, grab a cup of tea, and just brain dump everything you have to deal with on a regular basis, okay? Charge customers, put credit cards on hold, reschedule jobs, hire new cleaners. What are all the things that you have to do? Just get it all out of your head, because this is all the stuff that needs to happen without you if you want the day-to-day to run without you. Okay, so once you get it all out of your head into a list, then what you'll want to do is come through and identify which of those things are actually on your client journey, right? And the reason for that is because they should be the ones you focus on first. Usually when people come to me and they know they need to actually capture and document what it is that's going on in their business, they feel overwhelmed because there are hundreds of things on that list. So I really encourage you to get it all out, don't overthink it, but then come back to your client journey and focus in on the tasks, on the systems that make up your client journey, because they are the things that are going to enable you to really get out of the day-to-day. And my other tip is to make sure that you just focus on one at a time, right? And take it through to completion. So as you start to extract all of that, as you start to capture what's already going on in your business, you are going to need to put that in a central place. And again, this is key. Often people, when they come to me, they have systems all over the place. They've started documenting this here and that there, and then they've signed up to another tech tool. What you really need is just one central place. Again, the tech actually doesn't matter that much. There are some amazing tools specifically for capturing your standard operating procedures and organizing them. And if you want any advice around that, you can feel free to reach out to me. But if you're a small team just starting out, you can honestly just start by getting this out into Google Docs, right? Organized into folders, get it out into Google Docs. The main thing is that you're actually capturing it and getting it out of your head. That is much more important than the tool that you're using at this point. So the key here though is that you're getting all the how-to out of your head and into one central place, okay? All steps towards making you less of the superhero and getting it all into a system that other people can rely on, okay? So get it all out of your head, get it into a business playbook, and just focus on your client journey systems and focus one at a time on each of those. Now, you can't just stop there, and this is a mistake I see a lot of. People will do a piece of this 8-step approach, but not all of it. So what I mean by that is often they will have the playbook, right? They've got the standard operating procedures in a playbook, but they don't have the project management tool. Or they've hired a virtual assistant, but they don't have the standard operating procedures or the project management tool. So they'll have pieces, and then that's why it falls apart. You really need to follow all 8 of the steps. So once you've got it out into a playbook, the next step is to decide on your project management tool. Now, some of you will already have one, and that's great. There's so many different options. The one I use and recommend to students is ClickUp. It's amazing, right? But again, it comes down to personal preference. It depends on your business. You could be using ClickUp, Asana, Teamwork. There's so many different ones, but you need to have a project management tool. Okay, now the difference between the project management tool and the playbook was all about the how-to. How do you do things? How to charge a credit card, how to issue a refund, how to send an invoice, how to reschedule a job, right? That's the how-to. But if you only have that, people aren't going to go and use it, right? You really need to lead them to it. And that's where the project management tool comes in. This is where you and your team should be spending your time, starting your day. This is where the whole business runs from each and every day, okay? And this is where we put who, what, and when. So all those tasks you dumped out into that big long list, they're all tasks that need to make it into a project management tool. But they don't just need to be in there in a list. You need to be able to assign them out to specific people to be done on a specific date. And that's what a project management tool is going to enable you to do. And that can lead them back then to the how-to. So you can see how this is all piecing together. The project management tool is telling your team what they need to do and when, and the playbook tells them how. And we connect the two together, which removes you completely because now you're assigning the tasks. They know what they need to do, when they need to do it, and how to do it. Of course, they might have questions, but that all stays contained in this one central place, being your project management tool. So if you've ever questioned whether you need a project management tool, it is at the top of the list when it comes to your tech stack, second after having a scheduling tool, right? So a few little tips once you've got your project management tool. Each to-do, right? Each of the to-dos that you've identified, all those things you listed off, that has to become a task in your project management tool. And for each task, this seems obvious, but it really does get missed. You need to be assigning a due date and you need to be assigning it to someone for it actually to get done. And the whole point is that you gradually want to be able to move these things off your to-do list and onto someone else's, whether that's an office manager or a virtual assistant, doesn't really matter, but gradually the aim is to move it off your list. You need to make it specific and actionable so someone else knows exactly what they're doing. So it's not do your admin tasks, it's charge customer cards for today. That's exactly what they need to do. It's specific, it's actionable, and they know when they need to do it and how to do it. Okay? And then you want to link it to your how-to. So that was your playbook. So that's really, really key, is that the two link together. A few more little tips. Make sure you make use of recurring tasks in your project management tool. When you list everything off in that big list, you're going to see so much of that stuff recurs in your business. A cleaning business is made up of so many recurring tasks, okay? Things that recur on a daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis. All those things you want to get into your project management tool and set them to recur automatically. This is the kind of thing you can do with ClickUp. So suddenly the tool is delegating that work out for you and you're not sitting there task by task. Please charge the cards. Did you charge them? This is how you did them, and you're following up. The problem with doing it that way is that you'll hire someone, but you'll end up just as busy telling them what to do, following them up, and then fixing their work because they had no idea what they were supposed to be doing right. If you do it this way, it's going to save you so much time because those tasks can just be delegated out within the system on a recurring basis, completely automated. So you can template your emails, okay? But you can also template so many other things. Specifically within a project management tool, you can template tasks, you can template lists, which are like bigger projects, you can template everything. There is so much in your business that, again, is repetitive, and anything that you're doing over and over again, you really want to make sure you template it. Don't be reinventing the wheel, retyping out things that you did yesterday and the day before. And I see so much of this. So really make use of templates. That's another tip. Okay, so once step 5 was to, pick your project management tool, start using it. Step 6 is really to customize a central hub, and this works in with the project management tool. So your project management tool is your central hub. Make sure you pick one that allows you to create exactly that. So there are a lot of tools around that require you to be down in the list level. So when you're putting tasks into specific lists, say for example, you might have a cleaner hiring list, and then you might have a website maintenance list. You're putting them down there, and then you need to go back into those lists to find all the tasks you created, and it just becomes more of a mess than it's worth. So make sure you're picking a tool that actually allows you to create a central hub. And tools like ClickUp and Asana allow that. And what that means is that when you're creating tasks on all different lists at different levels within the tool, you still have one central place. So this is a ClickUp home tab that you're seeing here on the screen. And it brings everything that you've added from all the different locations within the tool up into one central place, so you can see what's assigned to you and what's coming up as due in one central hub. My other tip is to just make sure you build it out to work for you. You will need to customize this. If you really, really, truly want to step out of your business, you need to customize this to reflect your tasks, your workflows, and what is actually going on in your business. Usually the people I'm working with already have a successful cleaning business, right? They have happy clients. It's just that things are falling apart on the back end. They're stressed, things are getting messy, things are starting to slip through the cracks. And so truly all you need to do is capture what you're already doing and make sure that that is organized in one central place so that you can get the help that you need. Bookmark it. Make sure that when you have a project management tool, you bookmark it up here so that it is the first thing you open each and every day to show you what you have to do, okay? And then again, I know I've said it, but just make it the central hub for everything. Don't add all these different other tools. Get everything in there. So with my students in the systems project, we go through and we make sure that it is built out to house absolutely everything. Ideas, recurring tasks, planned tasks, critical workflows, right? So like your lead pipeline, client onboarding, cleaner hiring and onboarding, all your tech stack, everything can be in there with links and templates, and it just saves you so much time. This is the better way, and honestly, if you just take the time to slow down and think about it, you really can transform your business into something that you probably can't even imagine at this point. That's what I hear from people is when they've done this, they're just going, I can't believe that I've gone on like this for so long when there was this easier way. And that's what I don't want for you. Okay. So, and then step 7 is to outsource easily, because once everything is organized in one central place, you've documented the how-to, you know what needs to be done and when, well then you can outsource super, super easily. And by easily, I mean you can actually just go into those tasks that are in that tool and assign them out to the right team member. And if someone goes on holiday, you can just pick it up, take that person off it and put someone else on. And if someone leaves, you can pick it up, take that person off it, and then put the task on with the new hire. Okay, and I went through an example of this myself just recently. Okay, I had a fantastic virtual assistant and one on my team who just left due to a family emergency. So it doesn't matter how well you plan, you know, everyone is human. And so this was unexpected and she left, and it's a loss to the team. But because we have everything documented and captured, we can bring someone in almost instantly, and we can remove that person from the task and reassign the tasks, and instantly that person knows what they need to do, when they need to do it, and all the how-to is there. Now you compare that to if that doesn't exist. Not only have you lost your assistant, so you need to be doing everything yourself, now you need to be searching for someone new, and then when you onboard them, you need to be working out, okay, what was that person actually doing? When were they doing it? How were they doing it? And you need to sit there and train that person in every single thing all over again, taking you and them a huge amount of time. So this is the reason why this is so beneficial, is it's going to allow you to actually outsource much more easily, and also become a business that's dependent on systems and not people, okay? Which is really where you want to get to. So like it says here, with the click of a button, people know everything they need to know in order to know what, when, and how for each and every task. And then I've got a tip there. Now everything's consistent. You're actually in a position where you can measure your business from just a few key metrics. And then the final step, step number 8, now that everything's captured, organized, you actually know exactly how your business runs, and you're starting to get the help you need, you're starting to get space and more clarity. Now you're in a position to really hone in and optimize, automate, make the most of tech, automation, all the tools like Zapier and all the fun things that you hear about, right? But that's the final step. Okay. So if you are feeling stressed and overwhelmed, I hope my presentation today has at least just given you reassurance that there is a better way, and it doesn't need to be complicated. It's just about slowing down, thinking about really how your business runs, thinking about that client journey, and starting to unpack that so that you are not the superhero and so that you can rely on other people. I've given you the steps. Reset your mindset. Document your client journey, brain dump all the day-to-day tasks. There's a lot of them, and just realize you actually have a lot on your plate. So it is not surprising that you're super stressed, overwhelmed, and glued to your computer. Set up a business playbook, a central place for the how-to. Set up a project management tool, a central place for who, what, and when that links to the playbook. Customize a central hub, make it central, make it part of your daily routine, start there every morning. Outsource easily, don't reinvent the wheel every single time. And finally, automate, refine, improve. There are so many amazing tools out there that you can use to help make your business run more smoothly. Okay, so there are all the steps. Now, like I said, I do have a freebie for you. I've got our Freedom Starter Kit. It's going to have all the links I've mentioned throughout, plus a bunch of other goodies that are going to help you start the journey to freedom, stepping out of your cleaning business and stepping out of the day-to-day. I really hope that there are some tips that I've given you today that help you save time. That's my mission, is to help cleaning business owners avoid burnout, and I hope that I can just save you some time by having you here today. I'm also opening up, like I said, the Systems Project Help Desk for 7 days to all ZenMaid Summit attendees. So if you want to reach out to me, please make use of that. Reach out, connect, let me know where you're at. And if I can let you know what I think a good idea for next steps, resources that I might have available, I'm more than happy to help you out. And I also really hope to see you in our Facebook group. I'll pop a link to that in the guide as well. So that's our help desk. And then, of course, if you're interested, reach out, let me know. We do have the Systems Project available for anyone who wants more support. So as part of the Systems Project, you'll get lifetime access to the program, all future updates. You can ask any existing students. There is a lot of them. Anything I'm learning, implementing, I'm updating into the Systems Project. You get 3 months of tech support. So within the program, you can actually just click this little help button, submit a support ticket, ask questions, ask for specific training, get help on anything you're trying to customize or tech decisions. Basically, you've just got that operations consultant in your corner. Okay, so you do get access to that. And like I said, heaps of templates, swipe files, and probably the absolute favorite part of the systems project are our done for you ClickUp templates. So these templates are plug and play straight into your ClickUp account. So if you do decide to use ClickUp as your project management tool, these are a wonderful way to fast track your setup. So like it says here, you get our business HQ, routine tasks list, lead tracker, cleaner hiring tracker, cleaner onboarding, and a heap more. Reach out, I'll give you all the details, and I will pop a link as well to the sign up page if you're interested. And we will of course be including a special ZenMaid discount for 7 days after the Maid Summit. Also note here, our current bonuses are the Cleaner Onboarding Portal, which is a course of its own, stepping you through how to completely automate your cleaner onboarding process, taking it online. And our Pay in Full bonus, which is the 18 Project 30-day challenge, the first course I ever created, because hiring is just such a huge cause of stress and time waster for cleaning business owners worldwide. So the 18 Project basically steps you through exactly how to completely overhaul your cleaner hiring and onboarding process, including a plug and play SOP for your hiring. So hopefully, like I said, I really hope that this saves you some time. Please reach out to me if you have any questions at all. Make sure you click below to grab our resources guide, and enjoy all of the rest of the talks, enjoy the rest of the summit, and I hope to connect with as many of you as possible very, very soon. Thank you, everyone.